everybody. Hi,
Hi.
ladies. Hi, ladies. If you're wondering
How's
where you're at, and
everybody?
they're like, where are we? You have landed, everybody, at the Having Fun with J and J. This is our time. This is our moment. It's
Uh-oh.
Friday. It's noon, and are you here with us? We hope you are. We hope you're going to enjoy the show. I'm Jenny. Jeanette is over there.
I'm
Where is
Jeanette.
he? Wave hi. And below us, we have our special guest, Elise Kabakov. She is a marvelous, marvelous crafter artisan. She's actually from my old neck of the woods out in California, in the San Fernando Valley. So if anybody's familiar with that area, lots of crafters there, actually. There's a lot of cottage women out there doing great work. But Elise is a special guest. And we want to welcome everybody. Remember, this will be shown on a replay. Please share this with friends and family. If you just like to have a good half hour of women smiling and being happy, what a concept. That would be us. And because because oh wait, is this our 12th show? Are we at the even dozen yet?
12. We are number 12. We are
Okay,
number 12.
good things, yes, good things come in
Yay.
dozens. Donuts, bagels,
Eggs. Eggs.
eggs, and us. How's that? I like that.
And us.
Um,
Yes.
so, welcome aboard, everybody. We hope you enjoy the show. I'm going to give it over to my host because she gets to do all the fun stuff, asking the questions. And welcome, Elise. So happy to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
Hi, y'all. I'm Jeanette, and our guest today is special to my heart because when we went on a platform and we got to meet each other, she's the one that showed me the ropes. Okay. And then after that, I took off with it. And so I had to bring her on because of one of her products that I have posted various on my pages. Y'all know Sergeant Ducky. Okay. So this is the woman of the famous Sergeant Ducky that I have brought, and she'll tell you more about it. And she's my friend, and I want to introduce you, Elise Kabakov. Hey, girl, how are you today?
I am excellent. I'm so happy to be here with the two of you. I think we're going to have a really great time.
Yes, absolutely. So let's start from the beginnings of your company. So tell me, how did you come up with your company?
The company came up actually because of my mom. I've been knitting, crocheting, and sewing almost all my life. And she came to visit one time, and I had made myself designer sweaters. I made some for my husband. I had more sweater sets that anybody could possibly wear. And I said to my mom, what do you think I should do? And she says, I think you should start a business. I'm like, oh, okay. So
Okay.
the business started under another name, but it was strictly baby things. So it was baby blankets, stuffed animals, bean bags, bottle holders, sort of thing. And then I decided to branch out and start accessories. So I kind of got another logo, and I started, handmade scarves, hats, head wraps, headbands, and fingerless gloves. And I was motoring along and doing this basically part time. And I had a website, and and
Sorry.
then the guy who hosted my website and did my first website said, I've taken another job and I'm taking the server down. I'm like, oh shoot. So through a friend,
Oh,
I found it. I found another friend, and
That
I
would have
got my
been my
website.
nightmare.
It was.
That would have been
And
a
so I
nightmare for me.
decided to go with Wix because it was easy and it was
Mm-hmm.
very reasonable price wise. So
Mm-hmm.
um, when we were getting ready to redo, do the website, we tried to come up with a name that would encompass the baby side and the accessory side, and nothing was happening. And all of a sudden, like after 45 minutes, I blurted out, oh, why don't we just call it Knit Me, Sew Me, Crochet Me? And she said, why don't we just call it Knit Me, Sew Me? It's cute, it's catchy, it's quick. And I said, fine. So then we designed the logo where the baby and the stuffed animals and the ducky are on the right side. The middle has a big ball of yarn with knitting needles and a crochet hook and thread. And on the left side, you have the scarf, the hat, and the gloves. So when you see it says Knit Me, Sew Me, unique handcrafted specialties, and you look at the logo, you can see that it's for everybody, which is the whole idea. So I didn't want people thinking it was just baby things or it was just adult things. And then I added a line of home goods, and off I went. So I was basically doing this part-time on weekends and nights until November of 2020 when I got laid off during COVID. And by then I was past retirement age. I know, I don't look it. And
you look marvelous, darling. You look marvelous.
Yep, thank you. And my husband said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I don't want to work for anybody anymore. You know, I've given it 50 years. I'm done." And so it became a business that used to be a hobby. But I can honestly say it's the hardest I've ever worked for the least amount of money I've ever made. On the flip side, I'm doing something that gives me joy.
Yep.
And I love sharing my gifts with people who really want unique, handcrafted, well-made here in the USA products.
There you go.
That will last, for years.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that we always look for, because you know what? The thing that brought me into was the ducks. So do you have any of them with you right now? Would you like to share your ducks? And oh my gosh. So how did the ducks come into existence? How did you create the duck? What made you think, hey, I'm gonna add a duck?
I had bought this book, and the book had the duck pattern in it. And I was making them, I was making them and selling them. And, it was like not a big wow until in November, in the summer of 2022, in the early part of the summer, I was networking on Alignable, and I was telling this gal, my sister and I are going to Europe. And she says, "Well, do you have any of your products you could take with you?" I said, "Oh my God, I could take a duck. I could take a duck." So I took a duck. He went to Greece, Montenegro, Croatia, and Italy. Everybody wanted a picture with the duck. The duck was like the hit of the trip. My sister and I put this duck everywhere just about. And it was so funny. And then I came back, and my social media gal did a bunch of cute videos for the YouTube channel, Lucky Ducky Goes to Europe. And then at the end of the year, I raffled him off, and the person who won him took him to Europe again in April of 2023. So then there's a playlist about that. My sister and I took another one to New York last summer for the US Open and sightseeing. Funny. And then he's been to Hawaii twice. He's been to Mexico. He's been to Oregon. He's been to Florida.
Needless to say, then this became a thing that people then started saying, "Hey, I want to go ahead and be part of that thing. I want to do a duck." And I'm talking about myself because I did one when I went to Florida, and Ducky was all over the place. So it does bring in people. It brings people to tell you, "Oh my gosh, this is so funny," and they love it. So when did you decide, or when did you started noticing that, "Oh my gosh, I can really market this. This is a thing. My duck has become a thing"?
It was right after I got back from Europe. And the response that we got from bringing the duck was, I said to my sister, every time we travel, we have to take a duck. And he weighs next to nothing. So I put him in a plastic baggie. I put him in my backpack. And, every time we wanted pictures, I took him out. We took the pictures. People want just random strangers. "Can I have a picture with the duck?" Sure.
Did you try to get him through security and have him in the?
No, he took a nap while he was in my backpack before he got on the plane.
I did that. I did that. I put him on the belt, and he's like this with his arms out on the belt, like sideways. So I really did do that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny you said that.
What did the TSA people? What did the TSA people say?
They loved it. They actually, and one actually went and decided to say, "Let me search your duck." and started squeaking. And the duck was like, I was making the noise like, like, oh my gosh, like, are you really squeezing my duck? So it had to go to security. So yeah, and the duck
I
passed,
could just see him, the TSA, this big TSA guy holding Ducky by the neck and wanding him,
I should have took a picture of that, but I did.
Oh, that would have been funny. That would have been. Oh, you know what? My next trip, I think I'll try to do that without getting in trouble.
Tell him, you know what? Tell him
they would love it. They would love it.
It's the first good, positive, anything they've said on TSA. So tell them it's a good thing.
Yeah,
exactly. A positive review.
I don't think they would ever have a problem with it because everywhere this day, it just brought smile to people. And isn't it nice that you created something that brings smiles to people and everybody can connect to? And that's the part of what you did. So my question is, once you decided to market this cute little guy, what ideas have you come up with, you decided to do it in different colors then? Because originally he's yellow. Now, what I liked about what Elise did for me was, y'all know that I'm military retired and I'm a veteran. Well, she decided to get me a military ribbon. She did that for me.
Camo ribbon.
And I love it. And they usually come in all colors. Now, tell me about how can people order or get your ducks? What is it that all they have to do, and what customization can you do for the person?
Okay, well, Ducky's available from the knitmesewme.com website, and basically there's a shop tab, and on the right under the logo, and when you hover over the shop tab, all the categories of the shop come down, and Lucky Ducky has his own category.
Wow.
So he's available. So this is in white and you can choose your ribbon color. And then this one is available in cream.
Ooh, I like that with that red. It's cute.
And of course the bright yellow, which seems to be the most popular color. However, I have two vendor friends who both sell Scentsy, the candle scent.
Right.
And Scentsy's colors are purple and green. So I made them purple ducks with a white beak and white feet. And then I put the green ribbon around. And one of them also does Origami Owl, the jewelry company. So I made her ducky in teal and white. And then I just, it's going to be delivered tomorrow in Missouri. I met a lady on Alignable who sells Mary Kay, and I made her a pink duck with a black beak, black feet, and the black ribbon. So basically, you can order, just contact me. My there's a thing on the website to call me. You can sign up for email and email me, say, hey, I want to order a custom ducky. And as long as they give me a way to get back to them, I will call them and I'll walk them through it, and we can decide what they want, and they can order it online, and it's a done deal.
Wow, that is so fascinating.
So
now,
anytime I make a new custom duck, I'm going to put it on the on the shopping cart so people can see the different colors.
Yeah, that would be great because that is a nice visual and it is very popular. What else do you do besides the ducks? Do you have anything else that you do that you can show us?
Oh, yeah.
She does, Jeanette.
Okay. So this is one of Knit Me Sew Me's most popular products. This is an adjustable head wrap. Okay. There's an opening every inch. That's the way the pattern is constructed. So all you do is button it and you just put it on your head.
That's so cute.
And it comes in like tons of colors. There's tons of colors on the website. So you can wear it. If you have long hair, you can wear it down. Short hair, it'll keep your ears warm. My sister said hers keeps her earbuds in. And since there's an opening in the back, you can wear a ponytail.
That's nice.
And if your neck gets cold, you can wear it like a cowl. And then I make, there's 5 different styles now of fingerless gloves. So this is a pair of the fingerless gloves.
Ooh.
And this happens to match this head wrap. So there's a lot of head wraps that have gloves that match, which is really great because a lot of people like to do a set. And so there's a lot of that going on.
Let me just interject real quick and just a disclaimer. The stuff you guys buy at the store are machine knitted.
Correct.
So that means there's a giant machine. Elise is that giant machine. She's a knitter, and that means she's got knitting needles and they're clicking away. So the next time you go into a store and you have someone that you want to
Homemade.
buy something special for, a knitted item, remember that you can either go and get a cheap yarn with a giant machine that creates it, or you can contact Elise and get a beautiful, beautiful handcrafted set. And guaranteed, this stuff lasts forever, ladies. It's not the stuff that the machine comes out of and it
Yeah,
tears. It
that's
starts
true.
pulling the next
Yep.
year. So
Yeah.
I just had to
Yeah.
make that, because a lot of people don't understand the stuff they get at the store is not hand done.
No.
No.
It's done by the machine.
And also the things that are machine made, you don't know who made them either.
Yes.
So I mean, if you're looking at a country abroad, there's no way to tell if that was made by an adult or by a child.
Yes,
So-
and
here,
how
one of
they
the-
get their yarns. Their
Yeah.
yarns, you don't know what they're coated with.
Exactly.
Don't know where they've been stored, for forever and ever and ever. And so just a heads up, you might pay a little bit more, not much, but you're getting better quality and you're getting it done with love and with care.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Everything that Knit Me Sew Me sells is handmade here in the USA.
Look
Yep.
at that. That's even better.
So
And
people who shop with me are supporting a small American business.
Yes.
and that's good. One of the things I want to know is if I can order Ducky in all camouflage and just leave him with a little hat and things like that, and that'll be cool. Get him all
You know
military.
what? There is a company that used to make a camo yarn.
Mhm.
I'm going over there today. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to see if I can find that camo yarn.
That's amazing.
I'll be
Yep.
the first one to buy them. And stuff. So through your website, people can find you. What other social media are you on?
I am on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm on Instagram.
Mhm.
I'm on Alignable, which is the networking platform for small businesses. I'm on
Mhm.
LinkedIn,
Okay.
and I also have a YouTube channel.
There you
Look
go.
at her.
Look
Look at
at
her.
that.
And people can sign up for my email list from the website. I always preface by saying I do not spam. One of the things I do at my in-person boutiques is I have a guest book, and I ask people to sign up. And the first thing I say to them is, I don't spam. You'll get a welcome email from me, and then you'll hear from me like once a month when I do my blog and review. But I don't spam. I don't have time, and I don't want to be filling people's inboxes with more junk than what they probably already have. And my phone number, there's a telephone icon on the top right corner of the website, and you can call me, and I'm there. One of
Yeah,
the things.
and don't worry, because they'll find you, because after every show I go ahead and put your information always in the comment part.
Oh,
So
good.
they'll be
Okay.
able to find your information. So don't worry, I got you covered on there. That's why we have all our guests always fill out a form, and I take all the information in that form and I put it on every social media, and especially in our YouTube show. So that way they know, who's our guest for today. And then if you want to find us or Jen, we also have our links there as well. But you have been so great, and we love your energy. Jen, you have anything more to add and say?
Can I just show a couple more things, because
Absolutely. Yes.
this is a tiger hat for kids
Oh.
and adults. So,
Oh.
and this is a penguin hat that I make for kids and adults.
Oh,
And the biggest seller of my hats are the owl hats.
Oh.
They
those are so cute.
Comes
Oh.
in 4 different colors, and I sell every time I make an adult hat. I sell it. People want the hats.
Yeah,
So
because
I-
it's cute.
I have Curious George,
Gosh, I love you.
and
It's
I also make tooth fairy pillows in 5 different colors. So if you've got somebody, I don't know if about you, but when I was young, I put my tooth under the pillow, and I was so afraid during the night that I would like sweep my arm under it, and
Yeah.
my tooth would get lost. So this way, you put the tooth in the back in the pocket, you hang it on the door, and the next day there's money inside, and you know that you're not going to have to worry about losing your tooth again.
Right. There was something yesterday that you said, that we were talking about yesterday that really inspired. And I said, you have to say that on the show because
Did we all forget it?
I think we all forgot it. It was something about the motivation and the keep, and it was about how to get yourself into like expand sharing, that it's not don't keep it to yourself, other crafters
Yeah.
can join in. Keep me, help me, I'm rambling here, help me
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think there's something to be said about paying it forward. Honestly,
Right.
when I started the business, nobody helped me. I didn't have anybody. I had to
But
figure
that
things
didn't
out.
stop you though. That
Yeah,
didn't stop you, did it?
no,
What
no.
kept
I
you
mean,
pushing?
I got
What pushed
flustered.
you?
What pushed me?
Pushed you?
I
Yeah.
didn't want to quit. I'm not a
Okay.
quitter.
Okay.
And I mean, there's been a couple of times I had a really bad year a few years ago, and I called my sister and I was crying and I go, I don't know what I want to do. And she says, well, you've got two options. You've been doing this since 2000, so you've been doing it over 20 years. She said you could either quit or you can put your big girl panties on and take one step and go in front of the other and keep going. And she said you have to learn how to give yourself some grace.
Yes.
And that she tells me that all the time. I just had a
I
knee
love your
replacement.
sister.
I just had a knee replacement, and I would have a couple of good days and then my knee would hurt. And then, and she said, Elise, it's not going to be like a total uphill. You're going to have a couple of days where you dip. But she said, give yourself some grace. If it's hurting, don't do your exercises. If you feel like it, do it. But she says, just don't be so hard on yourself. And I think that's really important because, I'm a solopreneur. I do have help in other areas, but the bottom line is the buck stops with me. And I have to, but like I said, I didn't have any help. Nobody taught me how to do stuff. I will say that Wix and Square are very good about answering questions when I call and set up times for help. But basically, finding things online and trying to get, instructions and things like that. And also Alignable has been phenomenal for me. I mean, I've gotten customers who've ordered from me multiple times and I'm still getting, obviously new customers. And my goal, my saying is you get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah.
So for me, helping Jeanette was amazing. And I had a Zoom yesterday that the gal was asking me a lot of questions about Alignable, and I'm more than happy to impart information. However, I do have some trade secrets that I won't, but that's basically how I make things and things like that. It's the construction process.
Yeah, nobody give away secrets, but collaboration. Like yesterday, you gave me a perfect example. Something I said, that I make my coasters, and then you said,
I make cotton coasters that could go underneath your coaster, and that way, as the glass sweats, it will absorb the sweat of the glass.
Right. And then and another thing that we talked about, and then Jen said,
it's a generosity of spirit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
and then you came up with an idea.
Very generous people.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a very good thing. Don't compete with other people. Engage. Realize that they might be able to do for you and you can do for them, and you both benefit. So we don't want crafters to get insecure, or someone's doing what you're doing. They may not have the market you have. They may not have the connections you have. So do your thing. When we're crafting, we're almost always by ourselves.
That's right.
Remember, and this is going to tie in. This is totally random, guys. Totally random. When we talked to Elise yesterday and we got on this conversation, and then Miss Jeanette, who does a surprise, she doesn't look in advance. She always just takes what the day gives her, and she's going to read the word of the day. And this is going to be, it gives me goosebumps, guys, because it's so prophetic.
It is.
And we're on the right track, and that we have the right person with us today. So Jeanette.
Yes. And
the
word of the day, avoid worldly competition. Okay. Let us not become vigorous and self conceited, competitive and challenging and provoking and irritating to one another, envying and being jealous of one another. We need this comes from Galatians 5:26. According to the world system, the best place to be ahead of everyone else. Popular thinking would say that we should try to get to the top no matter what or who we have to hurt on the way up. But the Bible teaches us that there is no such real place and real peace until we are delivered from the need to compete with others. We are to love and help one another and encourage one another in whatever situation. And when you work well with each other, guess what? You grow with each other.
Mhm.
We're not to compete because you have a gift, I have a gift,
Mhm.
Jenny has a gift. And guess what? Put all our gifts together and we make this
Dynamite.
big giant corporation. I mean, you never know. You there is a thing of getting together and all of a sudden, like Jenny yesterday, she went off. Like she had so many, she could not sleep once we got off with Elise. It was like, oh, we can go here, we can go here, we could do this. And one thing I love about Jenny, she got it. And we're like, okay, let me start writing things down because we're gonna go. And that's the thing. When you get with other crafters, which I'm always trying to get all crafters together because on the Alignable, I got my own group and it has like 43,000 members on it. But really, if we were all to go together, do you know the massive territory that we would take control of in the sense that foreign things wouldn't be here anymore and we would be
Yeah.
all making money from each
Yeah.
other
You
and
know,
it growing?
the idea that a lot of times the bigger picture people want to ban stuff and they want to impede.
Mm-hmm.
My idea is I want people to want us. I want people to see us as the face of retail,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you want to go to Walmart and you want to buy, I don't know, cheap tires, or you got some paper you got to get, I get that. But if you're going to buy a gift, if we could, as crafters, if Elise could take 2% of the people in her community, their buying power, do you know what that is? Like, instead of going to Macy's and going to get a Taiwan, you know, scarf, they can call Elise and get it from her, and they're
Mm-hmm.
helping. We're not
And
banning
not just
everything.
get
We're
any
embracing
scarf. Yeah, and not just any scarf.
exactly.
You're talking about a customized scarf. So if you tell her,
Yes,
"Hey, I want one in purple with little white dots on it," Lord knows she'll make it in purple,
that's
whatever.
what you
And she
get.
can't do it, she will do it. She will try to do anything you can for you. This is one woman that you tell her, "Hey, the sky is blue. I just asked for a military duck. Look what happened." So it's meant to be, okay? People? I'm gonna have my military duck. I don't care what
Sergeant
anybody
Ducky.
say.
So
Yeah,
Sergeant Ducky was his name.
that what
yeah,
Elise
definitely.
said about her helping people and
Yep.
guiding others, it's all, that's what we want the crafting community to embrace, because we, like you
Yes.
said, we are by ourselves, but
Yes.
together as a group we could become a very, we I think it's
It's
like
endless.
20%
Yeah.
are women crafters, and but they're not using their powers, which we have, in
Mm-hmm.
a way that's going to make a difference for their lives, and that's what we want.
Yeah.
Elise, 20
Yeah,
years ago,
it's hard. It's
20
hard.
years ago, I
Yeah,
was, remember the penny saver?
yeah.
Okay, so the penny saver was where I could advertise because we didn't have anything else. We had the daily news, and
Uh-huh.
we didn't have all this. Crafters, you have, as I said before, you have creativity, you have skill, you have talent, you have chutzpah, you got flexibility, you've got imagination. Two things you don't have: money and marketing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we're trying to market creatively as a group so that everybody can get out there and show their stuff. And at least you're like the poster woman, I swear.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
I'm
And I
I'm
had to
so
bring her
happy
on
for
here.
the show today.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I had to bring her on here because she is a ball of energy, and she has and she was there, and she is the picture of someone helping. And what I've done is that I've gotten what she taught me, and I'm playing it forward by helping people on my craft group, being able to help them. And this is the whole thing. When you get offers, and you was telling me this yesterday, Jenny, I know we're going a little bit over time,
That's
but
okay.
we always do that. When we go and we're talking about, you hear somebody offering you a free website, for a free e-commerce store to be able to show your work, and a free time to go on here on a show to be able for us to publish you, and then you don't hear back from them. I'm in awe with that. Why would you say no to free someone trying to help you? I understand that the world today is crooked and you got a lot of schemes out there. I get that. But not everybody's like that. And Jen is one for real, for real. She will, I mean, we got already witnesses and testimonials of people that what we've done for them and how it has affected them. So you know what? If you're one of those crafters that have been burnt before, give us a try, because you know what? It's not everybody like that, but we are true. We are genuine. We're 100% all about love and caring, and at the same time, synergy. We love helping everybody, and everybody collaborates together, and we can just grow together as a crafting family.
Yeah.
And it does exist, and there's nothing out there of it. So give us a try, give us a call. I know it's time for
And
us to
we
go,
are,
but you
and
know
we're
what,
not
guys?
only that, we're not
Yeah.
we're not a faceless company. We're all crafters.
Mhm.
We're
Yes.
crafters. We've
Yes.
all our lives we've been
Yep.
doing something
Yeah.
having
Yep.
to do with creating. Correct,
Yeah.
Elise?
And
Yeah.
and
And
Jenny's an
another thing,
author.
and to
You
tie
know?
all this in, it's really important. I run my business transparently and honestly. Okay, so I don't do anything underhanded, illegal, nothing.
That's right.
The business pays its taxes, it files its
Yep.
tax returns. They want to come knocking on my door and see my spreadsheets. Here you go. And that's
Yep.
really important, because when you're trusting somebody who's making something for you handmade, you want to make sure that like, and trust them to begin with. But
That's right.
you know that they're running a business on the up and up, and that they're always going to be honest with you.
That's right. That's
I've got
right.
stories. We're gonna do a story on that, Elise, to bring
Yeah.
up such a good point, because many of us have bought things online and they say they're built in the United States and they say
But
they're
they're not.
coming from a crafter, and they look very smooth and they look very, very sophisticated, and that's not who they are. You end up paying money to something overseas that you cannot return. You
Yeah.
cannot get any kind of redress from it. Your money is gone unless your credit card will reverse it. So
Yeah.
we only want businesses that are transparent like that, and that
Yeah.
is such a good point, Elise. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And our time has come, but
Yeah.
Elise, thank you for joining us. I know, and we got to bring you back. I mean, your ball of energy. We love having you here. At this time next week, I will be on the road.
Bye, Ducky.
Yes, I know. I will be on the road to Florida.
yeah.
So I'm not going to be on next week, but we have a special guest and another special guest. So she's going to have two special guests all by herself,
All right.
So, I will be hearing and looking on the
I
website.
can't believe she's not worried about driving to Florida. She's not worried about traffic. She's worried about leaving me alone in charge.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'll do still the administrative part, but
She's
I'll
gonna
pray
be
for her.
texting me. She'll be texting me, Jenny, did you do this? I'm like,
Are you
"No,
live? Are you live? Anyway,
no, I didn't do that.
I know, buddy. We do
Thanks,
this with
ladies. I
love.
appreciate it.
And
Yes,
there's so
we're
many
100%
things going to be
real.
coming from Ducky, you guys.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Keep an eye out.
Right here for
Jenny,
us.
let's talk before the weekend's over.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Love
Okay,
you all,
before
guys.
they cut us off, let's go ahead and hit that bye-bye.
See you next week, guys.
Say bye-bye.
It didn't go.